Hello, fellow collectors. Today we're going to be talking about something that is truly huge. I mean, this guy is big. Now, this is the Haslab version of Galactus. So if I pull out my tape measure and just do the box, it's 35 inches tall and 22.5 inches wide, or I should say that width, and 8.25 inches thick. So as you can see here on the side, we have some Galactus looking circuit boards. On the back we have his planet eating machine that helps him in his journey and digesting the planets. On the side here we have more of that wonderful artwork here. Just a thing of beauty. And so if you get a chance to get this, definitely get this. So the thing weighs 25 pounds. So let's get it out of the box and see how cool everything is. Wow. Now that I have this guy out of the box, all I got to say is wow. This guy is truly amazing. Definitely very big figure. When I say very big figure, I mean this guy is big. I'm looking at right now 30.5 inches. And when you add on these parts here, he's going to be even taller. So if I take this, just insert the one, we're looking at 32, just under 32 inches tall. This guy is amazing. You'll hear me say that because, man, this guy is amazing. For a quick comparison, here is the Marvel Universe Masterworks Galactus. Now compared to him, yeah, it's like his little child. Now this one has light up features. This one has light up features too. Whenever you press the chest, you got words and everything. This, however, just lights up. You just push this button when you put the batteries in, and it lights up. So what we'll do is go ahead and take Galactus out and focus on his tears that he had. Okay, now the tiers that we have here are the different heads, the different faces, and everything. So the first face we'll look at is this skull face. Let's just simply clicks onto Galactus. Then we have this upset face here showing his teeth. Then we have the head of Doom. Very nice to have it. If you're a big Fantastic Four fan, this would be good. Or if you're a Doom fan, excellent. Now the head is stuck in there. You'll see here, it's clipped on right there. So it does allow some movement. It would allow all that jazz, don't you know? Now what we'll look at first is Frankie Ray Nova. It's cool to finally have a nice Nova with this flame going on here, and it's translucent, so if you shine some lights on it, it'll light up. Now Frankie is just encased in a metal like the Silver Surfer. Her head can look down, not much up, left and right, but you have to use it for the hair. Now, as far as our arms go, there we go, nice T-pose, bicep swivel, double bend in the elbow, wrist rotation on a hinge. As far as ab crunch goes, we have this much backwards, that much forward, no waist articulation. She can do this much of a split, thigh swivel, double bend in the knee, and the ankle is on the normal ball jointed hinge, or the peg for that. Now Frankie Ray does have an accessory all to herself. Is this flame here. You can set her on there. You'll see a little foot place there. Just put her foot in there, and then you can do some wonderful things with that. Now, next we'll look at the Silver Surfer. We have the stand here, and the surfboard does fit into this. You can just put it in. If I can get it. You can see there. Just slide it on, get it into position, ready for the Silver Surfer. Speaking of the Silver Surfer, I forgot to do this for Frankie. She actually comes with extra hands. You can see here's the 2 right hands that she comes with, and 2 left hands. Now the Silver Surfer also comes with a couple of hands. Here's the left and right. And the Silver Surfer also comes with this hand here. And this hand here. And speaking of the Silver Surfer, here we have him all silvered up. Silver Surfer can look up really good, down, right and left. Arms come out to a nice T-pose, and they have this capability of going back, so it looks like he's really surfing really good. Go this much forward. Now he does have a bicep swivel, double bend in the elbow, wrist on a peg swivel. You can do this much back for an ab crunch, this much forward. Clickety click on the waist. Does a very good Van Damme split. See the thigh swivel as well as a double bend in the elbow, arm and knee. He has a boot rotation as well as an ankle swivel peg. So he is very flexible. Very, very nice. Now he also comes with this blast effect. Here you can see it's purple. Fits on his hands. And last but not least, here we have Skull's weapon. And I do remember Morg having this weapon here. And we'll go ahead and pull in Morg, get a better look at him. Definitely looks like the comics. This guy is pretty big himself. Now he can look up. Little because of the hair, but down, right and left. Good T-pose. Bicep swivel. Double bend in the elbow. Wrist rotation socket. You can do this much back, this much forward. Not really a waist swivel, just at that point there with the abs. This much of a split. Forward and back. Thigh swivel. Double bend in the knee. No boot, but he does have the ankle rotation and peg holes for the stands. Now I'm going to set them up. And we'll see that Morg is coming in at 6.5. And we'll get the Surfer up here. Surfer's coming in at 6.25. And get Frankie to stand up here. Her head is pretty big, so it makes her way down. But she's coming in at the top of her head at 6.5 also. All right, so let's bring Galactus back in and do some coverage on him. Okay, now that Galactus is back and powered up, we can see him on all his glory here. Big old head, chest piece. You push this right here, and he will light up, which is very nice. But I still like the fact that this guy they could have taken this out and put it in there. I mean, if they placed it in this Galactus, it would have been cool to have a talking Galactus, wouldn't it? It would have been very, very cool. And another thing that make this awesome. Now, as far as his head goes, you can look up and down a little bit, left and right. Arm comes out. Made that little pop in this tall. He does have a bicep bend here. Also, a double bend in his elbow. His wrists rotate all the way around. And these fingers are individually articulated. And so is his thumb. Which is a very nice touch, even if you bend his thumb backwards. Now, as far as Abby Crunch goes, Galactus has a little bit of one, but it is very big to get on there. You can see it right here. As far as Splitsville go, his skirt will prevent him from doing a Von Damme, but this guy is so big you don't want to really do that, right? Now he does have the thigh swivel right here. And we'll get the skirt right back in there. All right, let's have that, as well as a double bended knee. And boot swivel. Now his ankle is on the same type of joint that the smaller figures are. You can get some nice rotation out of that and tilt out of those. Let's get him standing back up, because nobody likes this slouching Galactus. Now, one of the good things about this is it is so big. One of the bad things is it's so big. I mean, you have to rearrange your full room to get this guy set up. But man, I think it's worth it. I really do. Like I said, this guy is big. This guy is big, you know, but just having these figures here, if I can get one, you know, they say, oh, look, it's Morg. Oh, look, it's Galactus. Oh, crap, it's Galactus. I mean, that is just totally amazing. Not to say that this size isn't out of ordinary, because if you have ever seen the first appearance of Galactus, he was not this tall. He was about this tall. He wasn't a ginormous as he is portrayed now, but definitely awesome. So this guy was a Haslab order. So if you did not order him, then third-party sites are your best option, and I will let you know that it is expensive. So if you have the option of using shop or pay in full, you might be able to afford it, because every 2 weeks you just have to make a good payment instead of a one big lump sum. But the choice is up to you. However you want to do it is your option. So until next time, remember, shop around, like, subscribe, and key.